I welcome you all to the new lecture on 5 problems and series. In today's lecture, we are going to solve 5 problems on balanced star connected load. These are the 5 problems I have taken, right? So let us start with our discussion. So this question I have taken from a network analysis and synthesis by Ravish R. Singh. So this is one of the standard textbook for three-phase circuits. Okay, right. So let us start with our discussion. Right. So in the first question, they had given that 3 coils each having a resistance of 10 ohms and inductance of 0.02 Henry are connected in a star to a 3-phase 50 Hz supply. The line voltage being 500 volts. Calculate the total power taken from the supply. Right. So consider. Okay. So what they had given, a star connected load. Okay. Always. So remember, the source is a balanced source, star connected balanced source, and the load is it is a inductive load which is having a 10 ohms. Okay, given Z inductance of the load, sorry, impedance of the load as RL plus J omega L. So which is what is the resistance value? 10 plus J into 2 pi F. How much is the frequency they had given? They had given the frequency of the supply as 50 Hz into inductance value as 0.02 Henry. So how much we will get the impedance value? So calculate the impedance value. So we will get it as 10 plus J 6.283 ohms. Okay, so this much will this is the impedance value they had given, right? Then what they were asking, okay, the total power delivered to the load. Okay, the total power taken from the source or delivered to the load, how much it is, the power value. So let us take each power individually. Before going to that, what is the line voltage they had given? The line voltage they had given it as VL. Okay, the line voltage VL they had given as 500 volts. Now we need to find out the value of power delivered to the load. Okay, they had not mentioned. Let us solve the 3 powers, which is active, reactive, and apparent power. Okay, so let us deal with the S. Okay, apparent power. So what we will get, apparent power equal to VL IL. Okay, 3 into root 3 into VL IL, or else we can write it as 3 into V phase into I phase. Okay, so as the VL is already given, so we will solve with by using the line voltages and line currents itself, and as it is a star connected load, we know that the phase currents. Okay, just writing the conclusion of a star connected load. In the star connected load, V phase will be equal to V line by root 3. I am not writing the angles. Okay, and line voltages will be lead your phase voltage by leads phase voltage by V phase by 30 degrees. Okay, and the as it is star connected load, see here, the currents which are flowing in the line are the same currents which are flowing in the phases. So what can I write? Line current equal to phase current. Okay, now, and what can I write the phase current value here? What can I write the phase current value? I am just writing the magnitudes, I am not considering the angles here. So okay, I phase, what can I write? I phase equal to V phase divided by root 3, sorry, V phase by Z. Okay, Z, right? So this 10, this 10 10 plus J 6 point, okay, if you write it in phasor quantities, so how much you will get? 11.809 at an angle of 32.19. Okay, right? So I phase equal to V phase divided by Z. So V phase, what is the V phase value? 500 by root 3 into Z value. How much? 11.809. In this way you can find out the value of I phase also. Okay, or else directly I am writing 3 into V phase into I phase, right, which will be equal to, right, what will be 3 into V phase into I phase value, what can I write? I phase by, sorry, V phase by how much? Z. Okay, so which will be equal to 3 into, what is the V phase value? 500 by root 3 into 500 by root 3 into z value. What is the value of z? 11.809, which will be equal to, so how much we will get? 3 into 500 square by 3 into 11.809. So you will get it as 21,170. Okay, what are the units? VA, or else I can write it as 21.17 kVA. Right, once we have found the apparent power, easily we can find out the value of easily we can find out the value of active power. So active power will be given as, active power can be written as P, denoted with P, okay, S into cos phi. Okay, so what is the value of S? S value just now we have calculated, which is 21.17 into cos phi value. What can I write? Okay, don't cos of 32.16, cos of, what is the power factor angle? Okay, 32.19, or else I can write it as 21.17 into cos phi value. What is cos phi? What can I write? Cos phi equal to R by Z. Okay, what is the resistance value? How much is the resistance value? 10 divided by how much? 11.809. 11.809. So you will get it as 10 divided by 11.809. Okay, you will get it as 17.927 kilowatts. Units are watts. Okay, similarly, reactive power denoted with Q. So what you will get? S into sin phi, or else S into, okay, S means the apparent power, sin phi value, what can you write? X divided by Z. Okay, so how much you will get? 21.17 into sine of 32.19. So you can solve it, you will get it as 11.261. What are the units? kVAR, volt ampere reactive. Okay, so in this way you can find out the value of apparent power. Okay, this is my apparent power. Okay, this is my active power, reactive power. So no need to write everything. I will provide this PDF in the description box. You can download it later. Okay, the second question. Okay, see here. As we know, we are solving in this complete lecture. We are going to solve the star connected balanced load. Okay, in the coming lectures we will solve balanced delta connected load, unbalanced, everything we will solve in the coming lectures. Okay, right. So three equal impedances, each of 8 plus 10J. So solution. So what they had given? Impedance value, load impedance they had given as 10 plus 8 plus 10J ohms. Okay, right, are connected in star. This is furtherly connected to a 440 volts 50 hertz supply. So what is the frequency of the supply? 50 hertz, right? And next, line voltage they had given. Okay, see, if nothing is mentioned, you have to take it as a line voltage only. For a 3-phase we will denote with the line voltage, and the we will denote with the RMS value only. Okay, if it is a AC, we will denote with the RMS quantities. Okay, so calculate what they were asking: the phase voltage, phase current, phase angle, line current, active and reactive power. Okay, once again we will draw the circuit. See here, in this circuit, so what they had given, okay, they had given the ZP value, means ZL, load impedance they had given as a 8 plus 10J. Okay, frequency of the supply, and line voltage. What is the line voltage they had given? This is my line voltage. They had given it as 440 volts. Okay, so let us solve one by one. Okay, so first one, what they were asking? First A, okay, phase voltage. Okay, they were asking the phase voltage, right? VPH. So we can write it as line voltage divided by root 3. Okay, what is the line voltage value? 440 divided by root 3. Okay, solve it, right? So which will be equal to 250 4.03 volts. Okay, right. B, question B. Next one, what they were asking, phase angle. Phase angle, okay, denoted with phi. So what it will be, cos inverse of, okay, we'll write with the tan. We know that, okay, the load is containing resistance and inductance of value 10 and 8 and 10j. Okay, so what can we write, tan inverse of x by r, how much, 10 by 8. So how much you will get, you will get it as 51.34 degrees. Okay, third question. Okay, question C, phase current. Question C, phase current. Okay, IPH, right? So which will be, IPH will be phase voltage divided by its impedance. Okay, what can I write, phase voltage divided by impedance. What is the phase voltage we got, 254.03, 250, sorry, 254.03 divided by its impedance. How much it is, 8 plus 10j. So how much we'll get, you'll get it as 19 point, solve it, you will get it as 19.83 at an angle of minus 51.34 degrees. Okay, right. In question D, what they were asking, the line current. We know that in a star connected load, see here, these are the currents which are flowing in the line, will be the same currents which are flowing in the phase, right? So we can write it as line current equal to phase current. Okay, so question, this is for question D, right? Last question E. Okay, what they were asking, the active power and the reactive power. So let us start with the active power first. Active power, which is equal to, denoted with P, which is equal to, what can I write, 3 V phase I phase into cos phi, or else root 3 VL IL into cos phi. Remember, whether you are using the phase quantities or line quantities, always this phi indicate the phase angle between the phase voltage and the line voltage, phase current and the phase voltage itself. Okay, always this power factor angle you have to consider between the phase voltage and the phase current. Okay, this is one of the previous bit. Okay, it should not be the phase voltage, line voltage and line quantities. You should always take the power factor angle between the phase voltage and the phase current. Okay, so let us deal with the phase voltages and phase currents. Already we have derived the values here. So phase voltage, how much it is, 254.03, okay, into 254.03 into phase current, how much it is, 19.83 into cos of angle. What is the angle we got, 51.34, okay, cos of 51.34. okay, solve this, you will get it as 9.44 kilowatt. Similarly, the reactive power Q equal to, okay, 3 V phase I phase sin phi, or root 3 VL IL sin phi. Okay, so 3 into 254.03 into 19.83 into sine of 51.34. So you will get it as 11.8 kVAr. Okay, right. So this is the third question, right? So what they were asking, in this, 300 ohm non-inductive resistors are connected in star across a 400 volt 50 hertz 3-phase supply. Calculate the power taken from the supply if one of the resistor is open circuited. What would be the value of the total power taken from the mains? Okay, so here consider, I am having 3 non-inductive resistors, okay, pure resistors which are connected in a star connected load. Okay, then the power delivered to the load, consider it as P1. Now if one of the resistor is open circuited, Okay, they were asking if one of the circuit is open circuited, then what is the power delivered to the load P2. Okay, they were asking to find out the value of P1 and P2. Have you understood? If in a three-phase circuit, if in a star connected three-phase circuit, if one of the circuit is open circuited, they were asking to find out the value of the power delivered to the load. Okay, so consider this is my circuit. Okay, initially solution. Okay, initially what happened? Okay, these are connected, the three resistors are working properly. Okay, these are connected in star. Then first we will find out the value of power P1. Okay, consider it as P1, and when one of the resistor is open circuited, it is P2. Okay, so what can you write? P1 equal to 3 into V phase I phase cos phi, and we know that as it is a pure resistor, cos phi value will be 1, and we can write it as 3 into V phase square divided by R. Okay, so which will be equal to 3 into V phase, how much it is? Okay, V line square divided by 3 into R. So at last V line is how much? 400 square divided by resistance, how much? 100. So we'll get it as 1600 into 100 divided by 100. So at last 1600 watts. Okay, so we'll get the power delivered in case 1 is 1600 watts. Now if one of the resistor is open circuited, then what is the power delivered to the load? We need to find out the value of P2. Okay, so see here properly, see here clearly. Okay, now what happened? This is connected to this phase, this is connected to here. Okay, right. If this resistor is open circuited, then these two resistors only will be connected, and how they are connected, and what is the voltage across this? What is the voltage? Can someone tell me what is the voltage across this? How much it is? Okay, this will be your line voltage VL. Okay, this will be your VL. How much it is? 400. Okay, so what can you write? The power delivered to the load equal to how much it is? Resistance is 100. Okay, so total power will be V square by R. What is the total voltage across these two resistors? 400 square divided by what is its total resistance value? 200. So 400 square, 400 into 400 divided by 200. So 2 equal to 800 watts. So what can you write? The conclusion statement, what can you write? Okay, if one of the resistor is open circuited in star connected. Okay, consider this statement is applicable only for star connected load. We'll in the next lecture we will see what will happen if in a delta connected, if one of the resistor is open circuited, what will be the power reduced. Okay, then power delivered is reduced by 50%. Okay, so if one of the resistor is open circuited, then the power delivered will be reduced by 50%. Okay, we will see in the next lecture, we will see what will happen in a delta connected load. Okay, right. Okay, this one, right. So now let us see the fourth question. Okay, this GATE 2014 question. Okay, so right, what they were asking, in a the line voltage, line to neutral voltage of a is 10 at an angle of 15 for a three phase star connected load. Okay, with a phase sequence ABC. The line, the voltage of the line B and C, B with respect to C is given by, I think line to phase voltage is the line to, okay, line A, some mistake is there. Line A to neutral voltage is 15 at an angle of 10 at an angle of 15 degrees for a balanced three phase star connected load. Then what they were asking, what is the phase angle, what is the line voltage between the line B and C. Okay, so we'll for this we need to draw the phasor diagram. Okay, so consider consider this is my, okay, this is my, actually 1 minute. Okay, this is my reference, okay. And what they had given, they had given the VA, okay, phase voltage as a 10 at an angle of 15 degrees. That's why I have written here, I have drawn somewhat with a 15 degrees angle, okay. Next, okay, next similarly I can draw the phasors of VB, and this will be my VC, okay, VB and VC, right. See, if the phase sequence is ABC, if VA is at 10 at an angle of 15, then what will be my VB? VB will be 10 at an angle of actually minus 120 plus 15, okay. So minus 105, right. This will be VC will be equal to 10 at an angle of plus 120 minus plus 15, okay. So 135, right. And what they were asking, the voltage of line B with respect to C, means they were asking the value of VBC, okay. So where I will get the VBC? VBC will be, so without drawing the vectors also you can draw, okay. To explain clearly, I was using these vectors, that's it. Okay, right. So how much I will get? Solution, VBC equal to VB minus VC, so which will be equal to 10 at an angle of how much? Minus 105 minus 10 at an angle of 135, so we'll get it as 10 root 3, that we know, okay. Line voltage will be root 3 times of your phase voltage, but what is the angle? Angle between will be minus 75, so the answer is 10 root 3 at an angle of minus 75 volts, okay. This will be, C will be your answer, okay. The last problem that we are going to discuss today, right. The star, a balanced Y-Y connected star means the source is connected in star and the load is also connected in a star three-phase circuit shown in the figure below. The line to line voltage is 208 volts, okay. So given VL equal to 208 volts RMS value, and the total power consumed by the load is PL, load power equal to 432 watts at a power factor cos phi, also they had given 0.6 leading, okay. The approximate value of the Z, so simple problem, okay. They had given in gate, okay. So PL, what is the value of PL? What can we write? Root 3 VL IL cos phi, okay. From there what can we write? What they were asking, the value of a Z, okay. So here in this the unknown value is IL, IL value equal to 432 divided by root 3 into what is VL value? 208 into cos phi value how much? 0.6, okay. 0.6. If you solve this, we will get it as 1.99 amperes, okay, which will be your phase current, okay, which will be your phase current, okay. And we know that the phase voltage will be 208 divided by root 3, so which will be equal to 208 divided by root 3, which will be equal to 120.08 volts, okay. From there can we find the, as we know the phase current and the phase voltage, we know we can find out the value of magnitude of impedance, so which will be equal to 120.08 voltage divided by phase voltage, okay, which will be phase voltage divided by phase current, okay. So 120 0.08 divided by 1.99, okay, so divided by 1.99, so how much we will get? 60.34, okay. So we have option B and C as a 60 impedance value, magnitude of impedance will be 60. Then how we are going to find out the angle? Okay, so without solving the angle also we can directly write. See here, option C is the correct answer. How I have written, I am writing, okay, as they had given it is a leading 0.6 leading, so the angle will be minus 53 point, it will be minus only, here it is plus, so I can directly write it as option C, but we will find. Okay, so phi equal to cos inverse of 0.6. Okay, cos inverse of 0.6, so find it. Okay, you will get it as 53.1. okay, but don't choose the plus 53, it is minus 53 as it is a leading. Okay, so with this my discussion is completed, but we have one more problem, sixth problem. So solve it by I'm giving it as a homework. Okay, solve it by yourself and comment your answer in your comment section. Okay, I hope my lecture is clear for you. If you have any doubts, you can ask in your in the comment section. If you want more lectures on this series, that is 5 problems on series, you may ask the your topic in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button. See you in the next lecture. Thank you.